What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. We are back again. It is Friday, the 21st of June, 2024. I hope every single one of you are doing well. The weekend is here. The weekend is here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Some interesting things happening over the weekend for me. So looking forward to that. Big up all the real ones in the building. Make sure we are hitting the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if we are new. So the notification bells on. All of that, 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 all of that. Big up the coffee gang, man. Let me know what you're sipping. What we got going on over here. We've got just a standard Nescafe over here, bro. Yeah, it's not looking good for us over here, ladies and gentlemen. I have to be honest. No, but it's tasty. It's tasty. Anyway, we've got a lot to actually dive into. Big up Peppermint. Yeah. Edu Daily. You know how it works over here, guys. You know how it works. We've got to keep the pressure on. But we've got some good news. I mean, some interesting stories going around suggesting that Arsenal are very, very close to signing Viktor Gyökeres. Now, I don't know how true this is. We are going to look at everything there is to look at. I haven't seen Fabrizio Romano or David Ornstein. I haven't seen him talk about it, so I'm not too sure how serious this is. But if this is true, then wow, Arsenal are about to make a statement signing. We've also got a second bid apparently being launched for Ferdi Kadioglu as well, the left back, done tremendously well for Turkey the other day. A lot of people are starting to feel that guy. No diddy. A lot of people are talking about him. A lot of Arsenal fans are liking him. He is versatile. He can play in a variety of different positions. And yeah, he is someone that Arsenal are looking to put a bid down on the table for. We had a first bid rejected. I remember we shared it on the stream. First bid rejected. Haven't heard anything about a second one up until now. Arsenal ready to launch that second bid for Ferdi Kadioglu, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some interesting stories. I do want to start off with this first one, which is really sad, actually. Really, really sad. Roberto Baggio, one of our legends, football legends, was attacked in his home. Oh, so sad. So sad. I hope everyone that was in the house is okay. I believe he's been hospitalized. Doesn't sound good to me, to be quite fair, but we're going to look at that first of all. Big up Blue Shane, big up Peppermint, big up YF East in the building, big up Yandani, big up Mr. Robbo, we got John, we got Nort in the building as well. We got Damien, we got Pelza in the building, we got my guy Lance in the building. Come on, the gang is here. Lou Shane said, I told you, Wax. Oh, I hear you, bro. I hear you loud and clear. Arsenal about to get active. Let's see if Edu is really cooking. Did he buy himself a new barbecue? Is that what he did? Did he buy himself a new barbecue, Black? Roberto Baggio, one of my favorites of all-time players. Exactly, Tope. You remember we were talking about him in a group literally 2 days ago. 2 days ago, we were talking about Roberto Baggio and various other top-quality dons that once existed in this football world. Yeah? Come on, these guys, incredible players, bro. Roberto Baggio, we're gonna talk about that. So such a sad situation that is taking place, a horrific situation, traumatizing experience for him and his family. Let's stop the waffling. Let's get straight into this. Where are we? So Roberto Baggio, legends. Says Roberto Baggio and his family were victims of a violent robbery while watching Italy and Spain last night. Oh, damn. 5 thugs I'm hearing. 5 thugs. 5 street thugs. 5 criminals. A gang of at least 5 people, all armed, broke into the football player's villa, and the former player tried to confront one of them, and the thief hit him in the forehead with the butt of a gun. Oh, wow. No diddy. Yeah. Causing a deep wound. Hey. Sad, man. He is currently hospitalized, sending our love and thoughts to him and his family. That is such a traumatizing experience. A lot of the mainstream media are talking about it as well. Italy great Roberto Baggio taken to hospital after attack by armed robbers. And that's sad, man. It's sad. It's a crazy world. There's a lot of mad and just horrific situations taking place on this planet, isn't it? Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Man like Roberto Baggio. How old is this guy now? He must be bare old. These Italian thugs don't play about. They must have been. It must have been a traumatizing situation. Definitely. Big up Zeke says, big up Wax in the community. I'm not getting gassed until I see him holding the shirt with Edu next to him. No, did he? Ah, man. Big up Adam. I see you joining, Adam. Big you up. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. All of that, all of that, all of that. We appreciate every single one of you. Getting close to that 100 viewer mark now. So let's keep sharing the video, all of that stuff. But yeah, this situation with Roberto Baggio is really stressing. I hope he's okay. And I'm not too sure if anyone's been caught, but I doubt it. I doubt anyone's been caught. Ah, England. Gareth Southgate. Guys, how are we feeling about Gareth Southgate right now? This guy is an absolute fraud. Another ball draw for England. It's not even another ball draw of another poor display, which ended in a ball draw for England. Football on display is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. This is literally how everyone is feeling about Gareth Southgate football right now, even the players. I didn't even really, as you guys know, I don't invest my time and energy into international football. Even in the Euros, I've had it on for atmosphere vibes, literally atmosphere vibes only. I'm seeing people calling out Declan Rice. I'm seeing a bunch of names getting called out. You got Marcus Rashford's brother also calling out England and Southgate and saying, listen, we're watching this horrendous football. And my brother is at home. Someone that could have been a difference maker. Gareth Southgate is absolutely embarrassing. I can't believe he's been the England manager for this long. It has been time. And you take yourself back to 2018. I think he had a good year. Where did we get to? Semi-final? I think other than that, it's been horrific. Absolutely horrific. The massive question mark is player performances. And this is the reason. You see Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate, right, is the prime example when you can say the manager's the problem. Prime example. It's funny how the manager can be the problem. You know what I mean? Like the manager can be the problem because I've always heard at Arsenal, nah, it's not the manager. Not the manager. It's the players. At Arsenal, we've always been blaming these players. I swear to you, boy. Always been blaming the players. Toxic squad. Gotta rip this squad up and get them out the door. Oh, there was never no blame on the managers, but now we can see, managers are to blame. Quality players, dreadful football. You like Declan Rice. I see, the clip of Declan Rice giving a pass away and blaming it on the grass, and I mean it was a horrendous first touch, a horrendous pass. I mean, I wouldn't even blame the grass. It was literally Declan. But I mean, what do you expect when you're being, managed by a manager that doesn't actually have a clue on what he's doing? The instructions are all over the place. The system clearly isn't working. You're not utilizing the players in the positions that they need to be utilized in. It's questionable. Send Gareth Southgate to Manchester United, please. I tell you. Big up Boss Boobla in the building. Wax Southgate has been with England since 2016. This is what I'm saying. Southgate is clueless. Southgate is a cancer for England. I'm telling you, bro. It's that serious. And with all those quality players, I just don't understand how he's just not getting anything out of them. It doesn't make any sense to me. Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Saka all in the same team. Declan Rice, all in the same team. Wow. You're telling me you're drawing You're drawing to Denmark. Is that what you are doing? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is crazy. There's all this talk about Trent. We know how qualified Trent is. Gareth Southgate just doesn't know how to utilize Dons. You can't call that Trent. I'm seeing Dons calling out Trent. The game's gone mad. You can't have that. Like, for me, this team that England have right now is probably better than that generational England team that we had 15, 20 years ago. I swear to you. I honestly look at this team and think this team is better. That team had Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes. I swear to you, that this team we've got right now and the potential of this team, as well as the players that didn't even get picked, they are better than that. And look what this guy has got them doing. But it's always been the same with England, really, isn't it? You know, if you go back in the history books, you will see that England's always been a shit show, regardless of what the manager is, who the manager is. What is it? What's the problem? Is it a cultural problem? It must be. That must highlight that England as a nation have a cultural problem. Is that what it is? I don't know. What is it? What is it? There must be a problem here. How can all these quality players for years and years and years just not come together and be able to kick ball and be the best at it? How can they? How it just doesn't make sense to me, blood. Something doesn't sit right. No matter who you bring in, Sven-Goran Eriksson, you can go back and bring in Terry Venables, whoever. There's always problems, and this team always fall off. But yeah, man, I don't know. I really don't know. I think this team right now is probably the best England team I've seen in a very, very, very long time. It's probably got the most potential that it's ever had in a very, very long time. But right now, the manager just doesn't seem like the right guy. He's clearly not the right guy, is he? Still experimenting after 8 years. It's incredible, isn't it? See, no, the 2016 were men, proper players. You know what? You're right. Maybe like maturity wise, you would have seen a different level of quality in that team back in 2006 and 2005 in that era there. But when you look at the technicians, when you look at the actual, I think the players that we have in this England team, there's a lot of intelligence there. There's a lot of intelligence, a lot of educated, well-drilled football players, and there's so many of them. You know, you could go back in that England team of 2006, right, and say there was a handful or just over a handful of players that you would say, yeah, you should be winning shit. For your club, you're winning shit, but for your country, you're not winning shit. And there was definitely a strong level of maturity amongst those players. Gerrard, Lampard, they were grown men. You're right. But if you look at the players we have now, it's like there is a swimming pool full of gems, full of gems. Guys that can't even make it, that are gems, that are sick. It's crazy. There's so many quality players. You know, I remember back in the day, there was a time where we were struggling for strikers. The moment Alan Shearer retired, England didn't have a striker for a hot minute. You know, you're relying on Heskey and relying on Heskey as your number 9. It was crazy. Anyway, England style. It's getting interesting. They've got one more game against Slovenia, who also got a draw. Had a good game. If England don't get it right, this could be the furthest they go. I mean, based on the quality of the team, you should see us dominating the game. You should see us coming out victorious. But I say us, you know. Well, obviously, I'm English in it, right? So, yeah, let's see what happens. But I big up my guy, Gumsy Gums, aka Ro, in the building. Appreciate you each and every time, my brother. Guna Mutley's here. We got J Dub. We got Melbourne. We got my guy Zach Visions as well. Come on, we got Johan, Yandani, everyone that's joining. Keep getting those comments in. Keep hitting that like button. We've still got a lot of content to run through. Of course, Viktor Gyökeres, Ferdi Kadioglu. We haven't got there yet, ladies and gentlemen. So fasten your seatbelts. Don't go anywhere. Get used to these live streams every day, once a day. 11:30 in the morning, straight up waffle sessions. This is brunch. We run through everything that there needs to be, everything that there is to run through, more or less. Yeah. And yeah, we're here for about an hour or so. So hit that like button. Wait till you all play Spain. Spain was on smoke yesterday, man. They was on smoke yesterday. You know, I put it in the chat. I put it in a WhatsApp group as just a bit of bants. I thought someone was going to do it. I'll be the first to do it. Saka or Jamal. I mean, I would still go with Saka to be quite fair. But if you think about what Jamal's doing at 16 years old, yeah, Saka definitely wasn't doing that, was he? So the ceiling is yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, we're going to move on from England. Gareth Southgate out. I mean, that's the narrative. That's the agenda. That's what everyone wants at this moment in time. I think that's what everyone should get. The guy's a fraud. Obviously, I was going to react to this video, but I don't think I have time. It was Ian Wright, Gary Neville, and Roy Keane talking about Declan Rice and talking about how poor, Gareth Southgate, managed Declan Rice basically. Because I have to put it on Gareth Southgate. I have to put it on Gareth Southgate. Your tactics, the way you play, what you're trying to do, what you're asking the players to do, yeah, just didn't sit well with Declan. Didn't sit well with Declan. But anyway. So obviously we were told about this yesterday. The BBC have also reported on it. Player plus cash offer for Bruno Guimar. This is what Arsenal apparently are aiming to do or want to do or have had conversations around. Do we want to get Bruno Guimar? Is that a player that Arsenal want to sign? Is he, the top target? We're looking at central midfielder. We've been told that central midfielder is going to be the priority. Now, all of a sudden, we're being told that Viktor Gyökeres is extremely close. We're being told about a second bid for a left back. Does that mean, we are going to go for Bruno Guimar and that's going to be the other marquee signing that Arsenal are just going to splash the cash? Maybe I was wrong and Arsenal do have the money there and they don't need to sell players, or they rely in, or they know they've got something in the pipeline for players and they've added up the money, so they've projected those figures, and that's what they kind of expect. They anticipate those numbers to come in at some point in this window. If that is the case, then we can maybe cough up some money early to get deals done, and then that money that eventually will come at some point in this window will cover our any kind of losses or balance the finances for us. So interesting. I don't know, man. Like, we've been sitting here for days trying to figure out what Arsenal are doing. What's Edu's plan? Is Edu cooking? Has he bought himself a new barbecue yet? Is he going to finally bring us in a Brazilian? Like, what is he going to do? Like, what is the overall plan? If we think about what the media have been telling us, striker, then it's off the cards because Benjamin Sesko has signed a new deal. It's a bit bizarre in a way that Arsenal have tried to launch a bid for Benjamin Sesko, knowing that he's only just signed for his club. The same can be said for Viktor Gyökeres. So maybe there is another striker that Arsenal have up their sleeve. What is the plan? This is what we're trying to figure out. Then we're being told that midfield's the priority. We want to sign a midfielder. Saudi Arabia is ready to put money on the table for Thomas Partey. He's going to move. So if he moves, we want to bring in another number 6. We don't think we need a number 8 because Declan Rice is going to be that number 8. And so, like, what is the plan? It seems confusing. And when you really go through all of that information I just gone through, and there's so much more to it as well, it makes me feel like the plan is super unclear. Like, there isn't a clear plan. They don't actually know what they're doing. But I don't want to believe that. I honestly don't want to believe that Edu, Richard Garlick, and Mikel Arteta are that incompetent that they don't know what they're doing. I'm sure they know what they're doing. There's a plan, there's a strategy, and they aim to execute it. Is Bruno Guimar a part of it? And if they do make this approach, then who's going to be the player that Arsenal offer? Because we looked at this the other day, and I don't think there's any players that Arsenal are willing to sell that kind of would inspire Newcastle, other than maybe ESR. But then if you want to give them ESR, then it's still going to come with a large fee, because they're not going to say, oh yeah, give us ESR and we'll be happy to accept 40 million for Bruno. No, I don't think so. I think if you want to give him ESR, then Bruno is going to come at a cost of about 70 million pounds at bare minimum. If you want to get him for 50 million, then you're going to have to give him 2 players. Then you might have to give him ESR and Eddie Nketiah, or ESR and Reece Nelson. I don't even think they would want Eddie Nketiah. Let's be honest now. You look at Newcastle's attackers, Isak and Callum Wilson. Does Eddie Nketiah get in front of any of them? No. So why would they want him? Why would I want to have to give this guy close to 100K to sit on the bench for me? Oh, what? So he can buddy up with Joe Willock again and they can build up their own little... No. They're going to build up their own little clique and they're going to... No. Eddie Nketiah, boy, I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening with this fraud. And I swear to you, something tells me that Arsenal are going to keep Eddie Nketiah at the club. I swear to you. Oh, please don't do it to us. Something tells me, guys. I swear to you. Big up Sean. Big up my guy Static as well, man. He says 40 likes on the video. Hit up the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 100 likes on this one. Gavin says, since Edu can't sell anything ever, might as well trade some of them. Exactly. Got to try and trade some, but who's going to be interested in taking our Dons? Unless you're willing to sacrifice starting players. You know, you look at that bench, it's like nobody wants you. Sorry. Like ESR, all of our English players that we're looking to get rid of, other than Ramsdale, we'll make an exception for Ramsdale at this point. But the rest of those English players, they need to prove themselves. They still haven't, it's not even like they've been out on loan and they've, you know, like we know that you're a guy. Like ESR is an exception as well because we saw what he'd done in the 2021 season. We saw what he'd done, but since then ESR's been non-existent. And he hasn't had any loans. He hasn't had any game time. He did get player of the match a little while ago, I think one of these last couple of games towards the end of the season. So there is, again, some type of an exception for ESR. But I don't think teams are going to be willing to risk all that money for a player that hasn't kind of proven himself enough and has been an injury-prone player for at least 3 years. For the best of 3 years, this guy has been an injury-prone player. Do you know what I mean? So it's I can't get my head around it. I don't know, man. I really don't know. You know, there's no one else. You got Fabio Vieira. Does Mikel Arteta want to sell Fabio? I don't think he does. Nico Williams had a good game against Italy. Would give Saka great competition. Yeah. Nico Williams. I think he picked up man of the match for Spain yesterday. I actually think he got man of the match. He had that header as well. I saw that and I was like, oh my God, that should have been in the back of the net, bro. That was so close. I was actually trying to tune into that game, but Spain was, you know, dominating from what I saw, man. Pedri and them, man, are just they cook, bro. They're so sharp. You see how quick they are. You see that people like Pedri. You see how quick he is, the way he thinks, the way he just moves. He doesn't need 20 million years to think. He doesn't want to stop and start. The guy just gets on a sharp, quick. He knows what he wants to do with the ball before he gets it. Same with Jamal, you know, them way there. Like he just gets on the ball and yeah, bro. I don't know what type of training exercise they get put through over there at Barcelona, but they seem effective, bro. I tell you, they seem effective. Especially those young dons, man. Them young dons are sharp. We're talking about let Ethan Nwaneri develop, you know. We're talking about let Ethan Nwaneri develop, let this one develop. This, bro, are you seeing what these guys are doing at international level? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's crazy. Arsenal should go for Fabian Ruiz. We were linked with him time ago, man. I don't know what he's been on for the ages, though. He was all right when he was playing for... who was he playing for again? Someone in Italy, I believe. And then he went to PSG, isn't it? Arteta is a dead coach still. Jeez, wild one. That's not wild. It's not really wild, is it? It's not really wild. Let's be real, bloods. Spain showed us how to be direct with possession. Whoa, they were, mate. They were really direct, so quick with it. Great patterns as well. They were creating in the final third. They should have scored bare goals yesterday. Bare goals. But yeah, Italy looked underwhelmed, mate. They looked underwhelming for me. But yeah, they were poor at Italy. Absolutely poor. Scamacca had a couple decent moments. Chiesa. I don't know, mate. Don't really know. I like Barella though. He's another sharp guy. He is nippy, bro. He is quick. All them youngers there, man. Koscielny, Dewberry, all of them dons, bro. They should all be given minutes, man. They should all have been integrated into this team. Can you imagine how different they would be? Like, I mean, you don't know. I mean, you say that. Obviously, they're not here because the manager don't think they're that. You know what I mean? It's like, can't win with it. You can't win, man. But when you look at these other young players around Europe, that's the benchmark. That is the benchmark. Anyway, let's move on, man. Bruno Guimar to Arsenal. Is it happening? The BBC have published it. A number of other publications are talking about this one. A player plus cash. We obviously spoke about it yesterday. Do comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. All of that. Okay, so just a few other things before we move on to this Arsenal content. Leicester have confirmed the appointment of Steve Cooper. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Leicester, Leicester, sorry, man. You man are frauds, bruv. Steve Cooper, come on. Doesn't make any sense to me, man. Doesn't make any sense. You went from Enzo Maresca to Steve Cooper. Okay. Oh my god, these man just don't learn, bro. I actually thought they were gonna sign like Graham Potter. I thought they were gonna sign someone that had a little something. You know, big up Steve Cooper. He's done well with the championship, but in the Premier League, it just hasn't been. It hasn't gone his way. It hasn't gone his way. But big up Leicester. They signed Steve Cooper. What a joke. What a joke. Van Nistelrooy is on the verge of actually taking the job of Burnley. That's interesting. Leaving PSV I think he left PSV a little while ago, but he is now taking over at Burnley as the new manager. So let's see if he can do what Company done and get them instantly re-promoted. They probably will. They've got a good team. I know that because I'm Burnley on Football Manager and I've just won the Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. Done a treble. I've just done 2 seasons, back-to-back trebles. 2 seasons, bloods. Are you crazy? Hey, I am in 2030 though, so it's taken me some time, but I've just done 2 back-to-back season trebles. First season, Premier League, Europa League, FA Cup, and the next season, Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup. Yeah. And I won the FA Cup about 3 years prior to those trophies, but I've been doing my thing. Anyway, but Burnley have got a good team, man, and they've got a lot of players to sell in the second season because Company just spent their money on bare players that they had to loan out and shit. It was just, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. More Arsenal stuff. Here we go. So, big up Musa Diaby. Bloody hell. I was about to call him Musa Diaby. Big up Musiala, bro. What's going on here? Let me sip some of this coffee. I made a coffee. I haven't even sipped it yet. Coffee gang. Coffee gang. It is a black coffee anyway. I told you I took milk out of my diet, bro. No dairy products. But yeah, everyone's an Arsenal fan. All the real ones, all the ballers, they're all Arsenal fans. Yeah, we know this. Come on, look at this young kid, Musiala. It means that we could be in a conversation to sign him. I mean, not this summer, but one day, if Arsenal continue on the trajectory that it's on, then in 2 years' time, if we wanted to, we can sit at the table with Musiala. I mean, I reckon we could do it now. If Arsenal was serious, if Arsenal actually wanted to get a player of this profile, if they wanted to get Musiala done, and they had the money to get it done, and they wanted it, I reckon Arsenal could get it done today. You know, them way there. But yeah, everyone's an Arsenal fan. I thought I'd just share that with you. Everyone's an Arsenal fan. I would drive Odegaard to the airport for Musiala. No, listen, you got no. Stop disrespecting my baller, Martin Odegaard. Yeah, no. You play Musiala and Odegaard in the same team. You played them in the same team, bro. What are you doing? You played them as both as the 8s, and you let the 6 just sit back and just, you know what I mean? No. You play Odegaard and Musiala same team. Yeah. that would cook. I'm not selling. I'm not selling Odegaard. Odegaard's got to stay at the football club forever. He's going to become a legend at the football club. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Um, Havertz needs to be an agent. Yeah, Havertz can help get it done as well. That's what I'm saying. But he's an Arsenal fan, so he will be able to get convinced by Arsenal. And then you got Havertz at the club. Do you know what I mean? You got Saka at the club. Obviously, remember this guy's English. The guy is English. Do you know what I mean? He was playing for England he was playing with Phil Foden and all them man for England, and then decided to play for Germany. That's what he decided due to his German roots. But yeah, so he knows all the man them. Like he knows the man them. Do you know what I mean? He'd be comfortable. He'll come over to Arsenal and be like, yeah, Ricey, all the man them. Yo, what's going on, boys? What's going on, boys? Man them, man them. You know what I mean? I don't know why he chose to play for Germany over England. I don't know why. But can you imagine? Like there's so many quality players, man. So many quality players, so many. England is what we were just saying a little while ago. So many, and these guys, like are employing Gareth Southgate. Fuck. Ruins. Another interesting story going around at this moment in time is Arsenal have reportedly asked about the situation of Chelsea star Conor Gallagher. Wow. Arsenal interested in Conor Gallagher. And this is not the only report. There's a lot of reports talking about this morning. I was actually going to put Conor Gallagher on the thumbnail, but I thought no, I can't fit Edu in. Where's Edu going to fit? I need Edu in there. But yeah, Arsenal have made an inquiry to Chelsea about Conor Gallagher, according to the reports online. Team Talk have published it according to Highbury's headlines. And I've seen it on a number of other, Twitter accounts and so on and so forth. I don't know where Arsenal are at with it, what type of response they receive from Chelsea. I can't tell you, but what I can tell you is that someone put a bid down for Conor Gallagher. That bid was rejected. I think it was rejected at 60 million euros or 60 million pounds. I'm not talking about euros like I'm in flipping some foreign country, bro. I'm in England, UK, London. Yeah, 60 million pounds. Who was that? I think it was Newcastle. Someone like that put a bid down for Conor Gallagher. Maybe Aston Villa. I can't remember. But he put a bid down for Conor Gallagher, and that bid was rejected by Chelsea. Not too sure. I'm not too sure what the value is, what Chelsea value him out, or if they actually want to sell him. We were told a few weeks ago or a few months ago that he was a player that Chelsea did want to sell. But according to reports, Arsenal have made an inquiry. They've made an inquiry. So let's see, man. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is funny. This is funny. I should have shared it earlier. No, I'm not even going to share it. That is funny. An England fan, I'll describe it. An England fan sleeping, drunk at his face. England fans all around him. I mean, I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of England fans all around him. They've put a cup on his head. I might as well just share this shit. They put a cup on his head and they're pouring into the cup, singing. He's got a cup on his head. And this is funny. That is embarrassing. Man actually balanced the cup on his head and started pouring drink on it, screaming, "We've got a cup on his head." This is the actual video. Oh my god. That's why. Look, this is the reason why. This is what I was taking. This is what I was saying earlier. Is England been so terrible because the culture of England is just mad? This is the type of shit they do. They just take the piss out of dons. They're just out here taking the piss out of dons. Like, yeah, look, this guy's drunk. So what we'll do, we'll put a cup on his head, we'll pour some alcohol in it, and then everyone keeps going over pouring alcohol in it. Everyone just goes over, keeps pouring alcohol in it until the cup falls off his head, and they're singing. You see how many people were there? They are singing. This guy's got a cup on his head. This guy's got. I'm like, what is this? What is this? What type of vibe is that? I definitely wouldn't be involved in that type of shit. You can't hear it because the audio always stops, man. I don't know why it does that. It always stops, and I have to stop sharing it and then reshare it again. It's long. But like the culture is mad. Big up everyone that obviously fucks with it and does their thing. Do you know what I mean? But this is the English culture. And this is the reason why I was saying earlier, why with the quality that we have, is it just the manager? Right now, we can say, yeah, Gareth Southgate's absolutely terrible. Get him out the door. The football on display is just shocking. But for ages now, out of all the managers we've had, Gareth Southgate's probably done the best. That's why he's been here the longest. But for so many years now, England have just been absolutely terrible. Is it a cultural thing? Is it these players who are English players that are in this type of environment? And it's got a cup on his head, like, all right, cool, like Phil Foden environment. This is Phil Foden environment. Like, can they come together, work as a team, and be winners? Can they do that? Or do they need some foreign dons to come in and show them how it's done? They need Rodris. They need those dons. Do you know what I mean? Is that how it works? I don't know. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm getting at here, right? Because for fucking 20 plus years, England have been terrible, but they've had best players in the world. Best players. How can you have all these best players in the world, but you can't come together and fucking win a World Cup or win? But then Argentina, they just come do their thing. You know, France, come do their thing. Spain, come do their thing. What's going on? What's going on here? You look at all those teams that come and done their thing. It looks like they've got some sort of culture that they all kind of back and believe in. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm way off here, bro. Maybe I'm just waffling. I probably am waffling. But I don't know. There's something wrong with England. That's what I'm getting at. There's something wrong. Unless players earn their spot in the England team, England will continue to be shit. I mean, they've been shit. That's what I'm saying. They've been shit. Why are they so shit? This is my point. Why are they so shit? Regardless of who the manager is, it could be Fabio Capello, it could be whoever. They're shit. You could probably bring Arsene Wenger in. Shit. I don't know. Maybe there's a deeper problem. This is what I'm saying. Like, is it a cultural problem? Is it something else? I don't know. But let's move on. Because we are literally waffling. All right. So another player that we're being linked with is Diamand. Now, according to this guy, Punch Drunk Arsenal, I don't know who this account is, but I see them a lot, always tweeting, so I retweet some of their shit, right? And they do have a lot of people that retweet and like their stuff. So yeah, cool. Anyway, they're saying, look, told again. Everyone wants to be this aggregator. Everyone wants to be this. Oh, I speak to all of these important people that tell me about transfers and stuff. Anyway, he says, told again today that Arsenal's main target from Sporting Lisbon is defender Ousmane Diamand. Maybe they're just making this shit up. They know we're being linked with Diamand. They know we've scouted him. But maybe this is like a tweet that they want to put out there because they want that. Oh my God, you knew moment. You know what? Oh, you knew. He had the link. Oh no, he knew. I swear to you. I don't know. So don't take this. I'm basically getting at, don't take this as gospel. This is a very, very little tiny bit of grain of salt. Probably wouldn't even be able to pick this shit up. He says, we were told earlier this year that the Gunners are definitely keeping tabs on Gyökeres, but the main target out of Portugal is Diamand. He's saying that with confidence. Not saying we won't sign Gyökeres, but it is the same person who told us about Timber last year that has been telling us about Diamand. So that's how he's kind of putting those dots together. Okay. So Diamand to Arsenal. I mean, I wouldn't mind Diamand as long as he knows that he's behind William and Gabriel. No pause, no diddy. Bloody hell, what the fuck? This is funny. Diamand and Gyökeres. Imagine just walking in there and signing both of them. Signing both of them. And we did say that a few months ago that we could potentially sign both of them. Do you know what I mean? So that would be I'll be okay with that. I still expect another player to come through the door, central midfielder, especially with the press telling us that's the priority now. And I think we need a central midfielder anyway, especially if we get Thomas. Even if we don't get rid of Thomas Partey, keeping Thomas Partey and Jorginho as your only number sixes doesn't make any sense. You need to bring in someone young, energy, experienced, influential. You know, you need to bring someone a little decorated as well to play, alongside them. They just come on to give you fresh legs. Literally, that's it, bruv. That's it. You can't be relying on Jorginho and Thomas Partey for a flipping. How many games you expect Arsenal to play next season? I know we play 38 just in the flipping league. Yeah, 38. Then you expect the 8 from the Champions League, because it's 8 in the Champions League phases now, 8 games that we've got to play. So 2 extra additional games that we're playing. So that's 38, that's 46, that's 46, that's 46 games guaranteed that Arsenal have got to play, but not even guaranteed, more than that. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, 2-2. That's 48 games guaranteed that Arsenal have got to play. Guaranteed that Arsenal have got to play. Guaranteed. You're telling me you're happy just to rely on Thomas Partey and Jorginho as your number 6s? Nah. No. You kill yourself. You will kill yourself. Like, you definitely need to go and get another number 6. And if you don't get a number 6, then you need to get a number 8, because you then can play Declan Rice as the number 6. But boy, I don't see Arsenal doing such a thing. No pause, you know. I know it's a mad thing. Swear to you. Caddy packs and coffee. How do we sell it? How do we sell it to him? Come warm our bench. Oh, to the Diamand. No. You don't sell it to him like that. But obviously, you need to help him understand that he needs to push Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, and then you need to help him understand what I've just explained to you. We've got 48 games. So there is this amount of minutes available. Now it's our job to get ourselves more games. We need more games. Do we want more games? Of course we want more games, because the more games we have, then the more chances we've got of winning what? A trophy. So we want more games, right? So when we sit there with Diamand, we're saying to him, look, at this moment in time, you're guaranteed minutes, because we've got 48 fucking games to play, pardon my language. So I'll be getting you in. However, our job and your job is to ensure that we get more games. And the more games we get, the more minutes you get, my guy. Okay? The more minutes you get. That's how you sell it to him, bro. He comes over and then you've got him. You've got him bagged. It's easy, man. It's easy, man. That's what I said. Turn me into the sporting director of Arsenal Football Club. I will get Mikel Arteta every single player he wants. I will get you guys the top quality dons, and I'll get them on the best contracts that are extremely beneficial for Arsenal Football Club. How about that? Yeah. How about that? Rice is a 6. We need an 8. Well, we see him as a 6 yesterday, boy, playing as that halfback. He was playing as that halfback yesterday, boy. He didn't look good at all. He didn't look good at all. But then that's Gareth Southgate football. Now, I know 6. I know 6. Of course I know 6. Big up my guy 6. I know that Rice is definitely a qualified 6. That's his position. So I would prefer to go and get a number 8, but you know, Mikel Arteta wants to turn Rice into Steven Gerrard. So we got my guy Roland. I hope you're enjoying the group chat right now, my guy. I told you it gets busy in there. Your battery is going to end up dying, so make sure you got your charger with you at all times. He says, Wax, I saw a news saying that the Diamand transfer fee has been cut down less than 50 million euros, and I don't know how true that is. Whoa, that's the first time I'm hearing about that, my guy. I'm not too sure. Diamand, I want him at Arsenal Football Club. You know, I'm looking at centre backs. I'll say, yeah, I'll take him. I do question his aerial ability to a degree, but you know, he can work on that. He is a tall, lanky dom. So there should be no problems with working on that. The more I watch Rice play, the more he looks like a CB. Well, that's what he originally was. Actually, I'm hearing that he was originally a CB, moved into the centre midfield or DM position, and so on and so forth. And that's the same with Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard. I mean, I always saw Steven Gerrard as a DM. I always looked at Steven Gerrard as a DM, especially when he first broke onto the scene. But then you saw because Steven Gerrard was a young player in the Liverpool team at the time. He had no authority, no real influence at the time. He was just someone that was being used everywhere. It was kind of like how they used Milner later on in his career. He was just being used as a right back, centre back, right winger, right back, like defensive midfielder, central midfielder. Like Steven Gerrard was being utilized everywhere. He was being managed by what's his name again? His name was Gerard, isn't it? Gerard Houllier, I think that was his name. That French Don, is he a French guy? I think if my memory serves me correctly. And he was just moving Steven Gerrard everywhere, bro. And then that was great for Steven because that learned him how to play multiple positions. That turned him into a more versatile player. And then when he found himself as that number 6, and then he started in his later years, started moving forward with a different manager. Who did he get managed by? Rafa Benitez, I think. Rafa Benitez started allowing him to get further forward, and he had Xavi Alonso next to him, and he was like, Steven Gerrard then turned into a guy. That is exactly what Mikel Arteta is doing with Declan Rice. Is he going to be able to achieve that? I don't know, but that's exactly what the agenda is. What you're saying, I'm very, very good, Guna. Good to see you in the building. A bit stuffed up, man. Hay fever's got me this morning. I forgot to take my flipping nasal spray before I went to bed last night and woke up all stuffed, bro. It's crazy. Big up Lion, Lincolnshire Lion. Lincolnshire Lion. There we go. Mascherano, Alonso, midfield was, bro, that was super duper ice cold. Super duper ice cold. Gerrard, Mascherano, and Xavi Alonso. You had Mascherano in that 6. He literally just sat back, cleaned up. Mascherano were just clean. They got him from West Ham as well. West Ham didn't know what they stumbled across when they signed him, I tell you. And Arsenal were going to sign him from West Ham and Carlos Tevez, and we didn't. 2 stupid decisions that we made back in the day, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm offing along. I've got more players to talk about. Diamand, according to this guy anyway, you know, he thinks that it's not Viktor Gyökeres that we're going to be signing, it's Diamand. That's the player that Arsenal are looking at. Anyhow, we're moving on to Viktor Gyökeres now. We're going to segue into Viktor Gyökeres. Make sure we hit on the like button. Do subscribe. Big up all the new subscribers. If you are newly watching and you're not subscribed, I need you to subscribe right now. Also, do subscribe to our Wax Unfiltered channel. Link can be found in the description. New content dropping this weekend. More conspiracy videos, more alien videos, UFO videos, some interesting content that we're going to be dropping this weekend. You don't want to miss out on that. And go and check out the content that we've already dropped on there. Some interesting stuff. And big up the guys that are actually sending me videos to react to as well. I think I've got about six videos sent from people to react to. So yeah, I'm gonna do those as well. Big up the guys in the WhatsApp group. We've got the unfiltered WhatsApp group as well now as well. It's getting gassy. It's getting gassy. Got the guys in there getting, you know what I mean, putting in the work, mate. Viktor Gyökeres, anyway. Very, very close. I don't know how true this is. Very, very close to joining Arsenal Football Club. This is what it's saying right here. Major breaking news. I don't know who this guy is. I haven't actually researched who these people are. But this is some media from Portugal. Followed by Chris Wheatley. They're basically saying that. They're basically saying that Arsenal are very close to signing Viktor Gyökeres. Now, are they just saying this because they are a unverified channel trying to get clicks, likes, retweets, and they know that these fraudulent Eduardos, these type of guys that have no understanding of what's going on in this football world, are going to literally just latch onto it and flipping promote it to the masses? I don't know. Maybe that's it. At this moment in time, we have to take it with a pinch of salt. It doesn't have to be as grainy as the last one, but yeah, it's still a little pinch here. But we do know Arsenal have been seriously interested in Viktor Gyökeres. We've been following this guy for quite some time. Reports have told us that we've been scouting him ever since his Coventry days. And then those scouts started to get intense. They started to intensify those reports back from September. So the moment he joined Sporting, we started watching him in every single game. And that's where we might have stumbled across Diamand. So we've been following Viktor Gyökeres for quite some time. Stumbled across Diamand. We've been looking at Diamand alongside Viktor Gyökeres. And now we're in Portugal. We've been looking at so many other players, João Neves, and so many other different names. Another one for Sporting is Inacio as well, centre-back, who is a really good player. So many names. But I'm compelled to believe that there could be something here with Viktor Gyökeres. Arsenal have just tried to keep it under the radar, try to get it off try to get it out of the media's mouth for a minute, divert the attention, let them think we're signing Benjamin Sesko, let them think we're over here looking at Tony, let them think, let them think. We want them to think, you know what I mean? That's what they want. That's what we're doing here. That's what we've been doing. Edu Daily, we're trying to think, trying to understand what this blood clot plan is. Is it a clear plan? What is it? Because we don't know. We fully don't know at this moment in time. We're still waiting for like concrete information to come out and tell us Arsenal were doing this, Arsenal were doing that. And we don't have it other than this. And this is the reason why we're jumping on it. We're clutching at straws. We're like, oh, please, Edu. I hope we're literally hoping that Edu bought a new barbecue. Like, can we actually believe Edu bought a new barbecue? And if he did, can we believe that he actually even put coal on the barbecue? I don't know. I think he's still sitting with that old rusty barbecue that he walked in with back in 2019. I don't know. He has to prove us otherwise, doesn't he? Clearly. Tevez and Mascherano were owned by Kia. I know they were owned by Kia. It was a complication. I remember when they signed for West Ham, it was a mad complication because of the way West Ham signed them. They didn't sign them from the football club. They signed them from the agent. So they paid the agent the peas for the players. Talk about brown envelope. You see, brown envelopes back in the day, it was so much more easy because there was no regulations. No, like you see now we've got PSR, we've got FFP. Back in the day when that deal would have happened, the Premier League weren't regulating it like that. You know, Man City and Chelsea, they're the two clubs that have made the Premier League say, oh shit, we need to cover this. We need to, do you know what I mean? We need to put laws in place because these people are going to take advantage of this. And that's exactly what West Ham did with Kia. This is the reason why ever since Kia has been in the game, Kia has been associated with brown envelopes. And who gave us Willian? Oh yeah. Well done, Edu. Oh, guys, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. These brown envelopes have been put on the table for years. Pep Guardiola is the brown envelope king. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. I'll tell you now. That board fraud is a brown envelope king. Been dishing them out. Bro. It is crazy. Edu's cooking with solar rays. He's waiting for the sun to shine. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But we're being told that Viktor Gyökeres is very, very close. Only financial details remain. Only financial details. What financial details are we talking about? Personal contract, personal terms on the contract, or the transfer fee? What details? Or are we just hearing a bunch of waffle right now? The deal is now very advanced. The deal is expected to be done by the end of the month. This is wow. This is wild. This is like really out there wild, like saying, hey, this is happening. What? We didn't get this close to Viktor, to Dusan Vlahovic. I don't even think we got this close to like a player like Isak. We got gassed on seeing Isak in London and following this Rolls Royce with Isak on the back. We saw him in Selfridges with what's his name? What's that guy's name again? What's his name again? Adnan. I forgot his surname though. What's his surname again? I'm thinking of Jacuzzi. It's nothing along those lines. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. You say for Manchester United. And we got gassed. That was the closest we actually come to signing Isak. That's the closest. Like, we haven't been any closer to signing Isak other than that. This is mad. This is wild. This is like literally telling. This is Fabrizio Romano, here we go soon type of tweet. That's what this is. This is a Fabrizio Romano, here we go soon type of tweet. This doesn't make any sense. And this is Zeke says, this is why I'm not getting gas till I see him with the pen in his hands and these stats are levels wax. Real talk. 100%, man. Gyökeres is just a baller. This is why I said I want Gyökeres. I've done the eye test. I've religiously watched this guy for a number of months now. And yeah, he's exactly what we need up front, man. Like if he comes in, I struggle to see how Kai Havertz fits in. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's one of the breaking news is of Viktor Gyökeres, and then we've got another one for Viktor Gyökeres that I see here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I did see it, and it's all of a sudden disappeared. But yeah, it's interesting anyway. Interesting anyway to see what Arsenal are going to do here. Yeah, it's basically the same report. Another aggregator has more or less just copy and pasted what's being said there. And then the other player that Arsenal are apparently close to signing is Kadioglu. Ferdi Kadioglu, that plays for Fenerbahce. It says Arsenal have made an official offer of 20 million for Turkish star Ferdi Kadioglu, but Fenerbahce are holding out for 35 million. Now, if they've officially made a bid of 20 million, are they talking about the first bid that was rejected like 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? Or are they talking about a new second bid? I don't actually know. It doesn't make any sense why you would be reporting on something that was done 3 weeks ago, because we spoke about it then. And it was, if I remember correctly, it was around about 18 million pounds. So that works out to be about 20 million euros, isn't it? Yeah, I hope that's not the case. There is another report as well, another tweet. Let me see it. So yeah, there is another one here. Different person that's published this one. It says Arsenal have made a 17 million pound bid for Fenerbahce fullback Ferdi Kadioglu, and the source is Ajan Spor. Don't know who they are. Probably a bunch of fraudulent dons, but that's exactly what they're telling us. 20 million is just laughable. Pay the money. Don't forget, Nunes was a beast at Benfica, and now what is he? What is he now? EPL and La Portugal are different. Okay, Miss Amina, but what you're forgetting is that Viktor Gyökeres already played in English football. Okay, he played in the Championship and he done more numbers. He done more numbers than Ollie Watkins as a striker in the Championship. He done more numbers in the Championship than Ivan Toney did in the Championship. He done more numbers in the Championship than Jamie Vardy did in the Championship. Those three names that I've just mentioned to you have all gone on into the Premier League after doing good numbers in the Championship and done well in the Premier League. This guy done back-to-back seasons in the Championship, doing up numbers, better numbers than those three players that I've just told you, and went to Sporting and done more numbers than Darwin Noodles done in 2 fucking seasons. Pardon my language. So, when you're really looking at the qualities here, yeah, I'm telling you now, Gyökeres is tailored for Arsenal Football Club. He ain't no Darwin Noodles. He doesn't play football like Darwin Noodles. He doesn't play football. Have you seen him? His pressing game is at a next level. Whew. This guy, his ability to think, move, pass, run, score. Oh, bro, the guy's he's one of the most complete forwards. I was even talking to him about talking to my boys about him the other day. And my boys, these guys are qualified ballers, yeah, qualified ballers, and they didn't have a bad word to say about Viktor Gyökeres. Everything that I'm saying now about Viktor Gyökeres, or everything that I have said in the past about how I feel about Viktor Gyökeres, every single one of them agreed. Every single one of them said, you know what, Wax, looking at the striker market right now, I think you're right, bro. That Viktor Gyökeres guy looks like the guy that is... And he's 25, 26. He's ready just to come in here and grab everyone in headlocks. Oh, hey, bro, it's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. Anyway, guys, I've got to wrap this. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's Friday, so do subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell. I'm going to be back later on tonight with just a live stream. I'm gonna shout Yardman, see what he's doing, see if I can get Yardman involved tonight. If not, we'll go live and we'll just talk some Arsenal talk tonight. Big up Laurie Boy, big up Lincolnshire Lion, big up Miss Amina, big up Darth Vader. We've got Sad Gunner. Sad Gunner, you need to change that name, bro. Zeke's G-Man, Roland Sunday, Lushane, big up Hassan, big up my guy Darth Vader. Come on, big up Johan, big up Makuka, big you up. Big up everyone, like I said at the bottom of the chat, man. We appreciate every single one of you. Just under 150 people still locked in. Make sure we hit the like button before we leave. Do subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to all of my channels. Wax Unfiltered. There's another channel in the description. I actually get on my hands and my knees right now, and I beg you, subscribe to that channel. So yeah, do that. Just click on the link down below and subscribe. Okay. And yeah, make sure you get yourselves back here later on tonight, maybe about 10:30. We'll do a late night thing. So if you are if you're in India, you probably won't be able to watch it, unfortunately. We know we've got a few Indian viewers. They do get upset when we stream a bit too late because they are up watching us at 3, 4 in the morning. But they're dedicated. That's dedication, man. Big up Nagat channel, man. My brother. Yeah. Anyway, guys, got to wrap it. It's been a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you guys later on this evening. Peace.